All right, Virgil.
I wonder what you said then. Good morning and welcome. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK, and today we've got lovely Deborah Wheeler with us. Good morning.
Morning, Paul. Morning, everybody.
Hope everybody's well. We'll just wait for some friends to find us in the room, so we know it can take a little while for that to happen. If you've got any questions, Gilly is in the room with you. She'll be posting up links to our show page and any other links that she may feel is necessary. So we've got a nice crafty day planned today, haven't we? We're here at 10 and then we're back at 2 o'clock. So for those of you that tune in on a regular basis, you'll know that what Deb tries to do is in the morning we concentrate on one range of products, and in the afternoon we do something different.
Yeah.
And everything that Deborah's going to be using today, the sound is great. Thank you, Gilly. If you're a club member, it's half price, because today is the very last day of our club members half price sale. It runs until midnight, and thank you very much for everyone that has placed orders so far. But it does run out at midnight this evening. So that was perfect timing with the selection of designs that you've chosen to share with us both this morning and this afternoon.
Yeah. There's people coming in and joining us.
There's coming in. That's
There's my
good.
sister.
Good morning, Catherine.
I must just say, actually, apologise to everybody. I'm on the tail end of a respiratory infection. 2 courses of antibiotics and steroids. I'm in now, but I have still got a cough. So there may be times when I dive off, but I've told Paul it's all right. My instructions are here on the desk for each demo. So if I have to dive out of the room with a coughing fit, he can carry on.
But I can't read her writing.
Oh, stop. Stop.
So there we go. See, I've started her off now. It's my fault. I get the blame for everything.
Including making people shop.
Absolutely. I mean, if you joined me over the past 2 days, I did like 10 minutes at 10, and I sort of highlighted some of my favourite products or some essentials if our friends are looking to stock up. And yesterday I said, like, if you like what you saw and you buy it, then just put in there, because the picking team and the packers, they obviously get the copy of your order in order to be able to pick and pack it, and they like reading the little comments that you leave on there. So we get lots of sort of like messages, oh, thank you, and all different things. So, and it's nice when they read, oh, Paul's obviously been on TV that made them buy it. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to share that love. If you enjoy what Deborah's doing today and you think, you know what, I'm a club member and I'm going to get that at half price, put in the comments box when you place your order, Deborah made me do it.
Because what we're going to do with one of the orders up to midnight is pop in one of the demo cards. As a treat.
Yeah. So if you are watching, you've got up until midnight this evening to place an order and put in the comments, Deborah made me do it. And I will pick one of those orders to receive one of Deborah's masterpieces that she's going to create for us during the course of this hour or next hour. So before we get started, I just wanted to have a recap on, we're talking about, when we bring up details on the side of the screen, it's going to show the club members price, which is half price.
Yeah.
And maybe you're new to Clarity and you're thinking, what's the clubs all about? So I thought we'd just have a couple of minutes just talking about the clubs, because you've been a club member for many a year, haven't you?
I have. I think I joined the club, must have been about 2012.
Yeah.
Way back in the day when they came as A4 printed sheets and Barb and Kids with photos that Barbara had done down the Photoshop that were then glued on the sheet. And
and all the stamps were hand cut.
Yeah.
And you just get one stamp.
One stamp. One stamp. I've still got a folder full of them going right back.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
So it's come so far. It's fantastic. But it gives you such a good back catalogue. I know some people on Clarity Worldwide on Facebook have been doing it, dipping back into their club stash, because you build this fantastic collection. The danger is it then all goes in your folders and sits on your shelves.
Yeah.
And actually, I've got loads of folders and stuff. And I did one year, because of doing my blog,
Mm.
once a week, I work back through all my club stamps from the very
That's a good
beginning.
idea.
I might go and do that again, actually. 'cause
That's
that
really nice
finished a
because
few years
often,
ago.
as you say, we
Excuse me.
collect them, don't we? And what happens? We look at them, we enjoy them for the month, and then we put them away, and then the next one turns up,
Yeah.
and we move on to that.
Yeah.
And it's often really nice to sort of, as you've said, go back and look. So maybe if you've been a club member for a couple of years, go back and look at the first ones you got and see what
there
you
are
can do.
absolute gems that get buried in there that then you lose sight of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's have a look on the overhead. There's 3 different clubs. We have a stamp club, a stencil club, and a groovy club. Now you can join them individually, and they're £7 a month or £84 for the year. It is a 12-month commitment.
Yeah.
You can join 2 clubs, which is then for double the amount, or you can join all 3. Now, if you join one, you'll receive 10% off your orders for that 12-month period. If you join 2, you'll get 12.5% off all your orders for that 12-month period. And if you belong to all 3, you'll get 15% off for that whole 12-month period. However, twice a year, we have a half-price club member sale.
Yeah.
And we're right at the last day of that sale. The next one won't be till July. That's already in the calendar earmarked to happen in July. And if you look like what we're about to show you, and you think, you know what, I like the look of that. For me, it's like Christmas every month or a birthday every month. It comes through the letterbox, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. And so it's really nice. And you can sign up today by either going to the website below, which is claritycrafts.com. Julie will pop a link up for you. There we go. She's already done that. Or you can give the office a call on the number below, which is 01732 868 215, where Sue or Louise or Pete are there to help you out, answer any questions. If you're not sure or you prefer to place an order over the phone, then they're there to help you. So if we look at January's edition of the Stamp Club, and this has changed so much over the years, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it used to be, as you said, we got a single stamp, which were always lovely and pushed you through. But now we're getting sets, which are fantastic. And the packaging tells you which month it is, what the set's called, etc.
Yeah.
And then these little projects, which are booklets now.
They are now, yes.
With photos in, and actually we've increased the pages, haven't we? So there are more photos.
Yeah, it used to be like a
here.
zigzag concertina.
It did.
That used to have 2 on it, but it was limited on space.
So, and there's a project, one done by Barbara, one done by Jane.
Yeah.
And the great thing, I love them because you may not want to do exactly what Jane did on this one, but it's a great starting point just for inspiration to go, oh yeah, I can take that as a background. Oh, I could do that slightly differently. Maybe I won't stamp it on this is on stamp board, I think. Yeah. The stamp board shapes. Maybe I'll stamp that directly on the card. But it gives you that great starting point, which is what we try and do with all of the demos at Clarity, isn't it? It's just, here's something, ideas to get you going. You can copy it. And
education has always been at the heart of Clarity. So it's all about the education with these booklets. So that is your stamp option. Then we have our stencil option. So here we go. So it's the same color. You get a stencil, plus you get your booklet. I can't speak.
So it made me laugh. I'll have a coughing fit again, and then you're on your own.
I'll behave. I'll behave. I'll try anyway.
Where was I going?
Stencil.
Yes, stencil. The great thing is, as with lots of our products, you get the innie as well as the outie.
Of course, yes.
So, and that's great with a gel plate.
Yeah.
And I think the guys have done projects with gel plates and painty backgrounds and things,
so
combining with other projects.
So one from Barb and one from Jane.
One from Jane.
And then finally, we have our Groovy. Now, all of the plates are designed by Linda Williams. You've got one project by Linda herself, and then a second project by Jane. So Jane does a project for each of the
club.
3
What would do
clubs.
without Jane?
I know, everyone needs a Jane.
Absolutely.
And it's great because you've got, when you look at the project books, you've got sort of like, sometimes you've got an advanced, and sometimes you've got one that's sort of more achievable sort of thing. So it can sometimes really stretch the skill set that you may already have, but it's that encouragement, isn't it, with the booklets. So that is the groovy option if you wanted to sign up to that one.
I've seen so many examples of this on the Facebook pages using this little jug of snowdrops. Perfect.
Snowdrop this time of year.
We had snowdrops in the stamp club, I think a couple of years ago in the January one, which was just great. So they're, you know, they're appropriate for the season as well. Usually, you know, you don't just get any old design.
No. And there's a lot of thought and detail that goes into it when Jazz and Barb and Linda are sitting together and sort of working out what designs and planning ahead for the year ahead. Now, obviously, we're in the middle of February, and if you think, oh, you know what, I like that one, you can always backdate your subscription to start from January.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If I was going to take out a subscription, I'd like to get to go from January to December.
Yeah.
So then what that does is it knows then in January, I've then got to renew again. And also, in a way, if you're buying this as a gift for somebody, it's one of those things that, I mean, it's a bit late for Christmas now, but Mother's Day is coming up. There's so many different occasions. There's birthdays, anniversaries. So it also makes a really nice gift for somebody as well, because it's that gift, as I said, that
keeps coming through the year.
Absolutely. So that was just to give you some information on the clubs for there. So if you did want to take advantage of our half price sale that ends at midnight tonight, then you can either sign up online. So what I would suggest, if you do it online, purchase your club subscription, either 1, 2 or 3, check out, pay for it, and then log back into your account, and then you'll be able to get access to the club members area, and you'll see everything that is in the half price sale. Okay. Now, items that aren't in the half price sale, if you're a club member, then you'll still get your relevant discount on that. So Deborah's going to be using the polychromo pencils. So they're not included in the sale, because the sale includes all things groovy, stamps, stencils, dies, a number of our accessories that we
kind of Clarity's own products.
Yeah, our own branded stuff. But if it's stuff that we buy in, like the polychromos, you'll still get your discount on those, but they won't be half price in the sale. And anything that was released recently as well. Like the product of the month. Oh, product of the month. Okay. Product of the month. So it was an idea that Barb had back in December, and we launched it in January. And basically, we've got 3 different products available. And if you put one of those products in your basket, you'll get double points on the whole basket. So maybe you want to sign up to one of our summer retreats or our one-day workshops in June. Pop those in your basket.
Works with the retreats and workshops.
Anything that's in that basket.
About that.
Anything that's in the basket, and you put one of those 3 items in that basket, you'll get double points. Now, the double points is a manual process, i.e., I have to do it. It's a
Paul Church process.
And I tend to do that once a week. I did it all up until Saturday of last week. So tomorrow I'll be in, and I'll be doing it up until today. So if you put sale items in there as well, and you put products of the month in, you'll get double points. So let me just quickly show you on the full screen the details of the 3 different options.
And I'm going to use a couple of them during today's shows as well.
So item number 31954, this is your fabric strip card back, 8x8. It's £13.99. And you can see underneath you've got your club discount prices as well. So that goes in your basket with anything else, and you'll get double points on that complete basket. Then we go to the Shack Borders Strips and Panels A5 stamp set. Item number 12277, £20.99, and the club discounts underneath. Now, Barb used this in the craft along last night together with that new card pack.
And I've got it in my first demo as well. They're really versatile. Really versatile.
Because they're like frames and strips and borders. And then finally, your third option is a whole lot of love heart aperture toppers and A7 sentiment stamp set. Item number for that is 21254, and that's £8.99. Now, I'm going to bring up a full screen graphic of what Deborah's going to be working on this morning. This is the Floral Delights All Occasions A5 and A6 stamp and mask collection. So you've got an A5 and you've got 4 A6 stamp sets, and they've got masks as well. So the A5 one's got the mask, but the A6 don't. Okay. So normally it's £68.45. As a club member, it's £34.23. So you've got that half price saving instantly as a club member. If you wanted to go for them in groovy, then we have the Floral Delights All Occasions Groovy Collection. Item number 41966, £67.43, half price at £33.72. Then if you wanted to go for just the Floral Delights Bouquets and Vases A5 Stamper Mask set, the item number for that is 11559, £22.49, £11.25 for our club members. And then I'll just do one more, and that will be the Floral Delights and Bouquets and Vases A4 Square Groovy Plate, item number 41941, £19.99, £10 for club members. Now, if you go to our show page, which I know Gillia's already popped the link in, and she'll do that throughout the hour. What we call by our show page is when Deborah or we do any of our Clarity Social TVs, we know what's going to be used during the course of the demos.
Yeah, hopefully.
So what we do is we build a show page and we put all those products in there. So it's like a one-click area to go to, and you can see you'll have the bundles, you'll have everything individually. And then when we move on to the next show, that all gets transferred to our catch up and craft area, where you can go there, you can click on the product page, you can watch the video, and if there's any demos that deserve a download, then you'll also find those on there. And we've got 2 of them for this hour, haven't we?
Yes. Do you want to look at those first, or the products?
Let's have a quick look at the digital video, and then we'll go to the products. So this one here, so these are the 2 demos that Deborah's going to do in this hour when I stop talking. So you can see the date and time of the show, what it's called, what was made, and then a list of ingredients there. So if you do decide that, okay, I like the look of this, you buy the stamps, and then you think, oh, what did Deborah... If you download this on your computer, you can save it there or print it off. Then when they turn up, it gives you that reminder of what was created.
Yeah. They also all go on my blog as well, so you can always find them on my blog. Because I always tag all the products as well.
Super.
Deborah'sCraftyBlog.com.
There we go. And Deborah is D-E-B, or as it says on the bottom of the screen.
Deborah.
Deborah's nice. Deborah sounds.
Somebody told me the other day that's their name and that's how they pronounce it.
Oh,
I thought she was joking to start with, but she wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Yeah.
And then the second demo.
Sorry. And this is inspired by a sample that Tina Moss. Who's Tina Moss? No idea.
We have a customer called Tina Moss.
Do we?
Believe it or not.
Tina Morris.
Tina Morris.
Did. But I've just switched the colourway round a bit, which is quite nice. Just to show
I remember
variety.
seeing this artwork.
Yeah,
It's very clever, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Okay, so they're the 2 demos for the course of this hour. So should we have a look at some artwork? Let's have a look at the stamp in detail. So if I give you that there, and then we'll go back on the overhead. So the
bouquets and vases.
Yeah.
Which are so useful, I think, and so much variety. So you've got 4 styles of vase, 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 or vase.
I say vase. She says vase.
Yes. Tomato, and 4 bouquets. So obviously any of the bouquets will sit in the vases, but you can make these glass, and transparent.
Of course.
You can make them look like ceramics.
Yeah.
So many more, so much option in there. And what I love about this collection is these bouquets actually match the design of the flowers on the Floral Delights, the frame.
On the reef, the framers.
Yeah, the frame.
Yes.
The framers. So there's one for each, which we took advantage of on the demo.
If I just bring in this one here, the Happy Anniversary, so we can see there.
That's the Happy Anniversary set, but it is these flowers that are on that frame.
So you've got the coordination on that.
Exactly. So there's lots of different ways to mix and match them, which is why they work so beautifully together.
Yeah. And so this A5 stamp set is where it comes with the mask, and you can see you've got 3 rows of masks. And what that means is that you can stamp out your vase, put your mask on top, put your bouquet, and it's inside the vase.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
And I blogged a card yesterday, literally just doing exactly that.
Yeah.
Just on a little die cut panel.
It's so easy, isn't it?
So helpful.
And what I love about this as well, these are great. You could stamp these on all different colour paper, scraps of paper, and cut them out. And you've got lovely different vases.
Ceramic pottery vases. The sentiment is for you with love. And I just thought Mother's Day is coming up next month. Flowers are perfect for that. So these are a great set for if you're looking to make Mother's Day cards as well.
Right, artwork.
Okay,
well,
let's do it.
I'm just going to take... You can tell how well it was received by the design team when this was launched.
And that's the selection. I didn't pull everything out of the box.
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a handful from the top and I'll give that to Debs and then, okay, and that one. No more. I'll turn these upside down so we know.
Actually, I'm going to shuffle them a bit and I'm going to grab some of those.
Okay.
Sorted. So these work really well with the single. So as we said, the vase and stamps. This is Sheila Metzeler. So this is a Breyer mop-up that she's done. But I was looking at it and thinking the landscape.
Those landscape backdrops.
Yeah. The backdrop prints. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about this cough.
Ones here.
Would work perfect. They're the ones. Would work perfectly with this. If you just take, you know, one of the, cut a piece in half and then stamp on it, you've got this sort of effect.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, so I thought that would be
They'll
lovely.
be in the half price sale as well.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, because I
can never remember when things come out.
Yes, they're definitely in the sale.
That's just so lovely. And then Elaine Milner made this lovely little set of notelets, which kind of showcases all the sets. Isn't that pretty?
I like that.
So pretty.
Yes. And so
that's
paper pieced.
Paper pieced.
Yes.
Paper pieced. That's clear for the vase. That's the bouquet on its own. So you can.
Wonderful.
There's a little bow in the Christmas wreath set.
Right.
So you can tie the bouquet together.
Oh, very clever.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Like those. I think this is Tina. Yeah. So again, just the vase, the little butterfly. There is one of the accent stamps on one of the wreaths. It's on the Happy Birthday wreath.
Oh yes, yeah.
But just simple colouring. Look at this. This is Sam Crow. It's positively toned down for Sam Crow, but
she's used her
little fish stamps. Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought they were fish, would you, when you look at that? But now that you know they're fish, they're fish.
Yeah. Looks like one of those art studio pottery
it does, doesn't it?
versions, doesn't it? And this is Sheila Metzeler as well, done on a coloured background.
Grungy background.
Yeah. I think Deb McMullen, and Deb's used glossy accents.
That's it. That's the word.
Roses.
Yes, on the roses.
Or are they peonies? I don't know.
I'd say peonies.
Yeah, probably. But you could use glossy accents on this as well. I've done it once a while back, and I cut the vase out of vellum, parchment. Parchment,
yes.
And then stamped the bouquet and then stuck the parchment vase over it. It looks like a kind of frosted glass.
Wonderful.
Yeah. That's quite a cool one.
Okay.
You can do pattern building as well. This one's lovely. That's Andy Duggan. Look at that with a kind of mixed media type background. So he's used the glossy accents on the vase. There, look, you can just see where it's flooded.
Oh, yeah.
So it's shiny. You can make it look like a shiny pot. It doesn't need to be, if you on a piece of paper and then the glossy accents.
We've got that. We took delivery about a month or so ago. I don't know if Barb had a play with it last night. That enamel.
Yes, she did. She looked at it last night, the enamel accents.
I thought so.
They're over there on the shelf somewhere.
There were some orders that came in overnight. Here we go. The enamel accents.
That's it.
The white and the black.
Yeah.
So this won't be in the sale, but if you are a club member, you will get your discount on that.
But that could make a really nice glossy glazed pot.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really cool. Look at this one. I don't know where she got the fish from, but Tina Morris turned it into a fish bowl. Goldfish bowl.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It's a butterfly.
Well, that's what I thought.
I think it's a butterfly.
Maybe it is.
That's clever. I think that's a butterfly that she's done.
Off the Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
Set.
Somewhere
it's
there.
One of these.
It's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's that one. Yes. Neat. Like that.
Clever.
Thought that was inspired. Then look, Sonia's. a whole kind of
Kind of
plant
arrangement,
growing.
yeah.
Arrangement. That's the word. Very good. Good job you're here, really. And then look at this one.
Oh, wow.
That's superb. I think that's Sonia again as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
That's done on.
That's on our coated
Coated
cardstock.
cardstock. Yeah. It's lovely. But then
Wonderful.
the whole kind of little
And then
pottery studio.
Yeah. It's like Barb's pottery studio.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Look, a Jane Telford special. So wreath building.
Look
with
at
them.
that. I've forgotten about this wonderful artwork.
She's used 2 different inks to stamp the outlines. So that looks to me like black, and that looks something like shadow grey.
Or Pebble Beach. It's that soft
Could be,
tone,
but the
isn't
soft
it?
tone, so you get the contrast between them. I just thought that was
wonderful.
lovely. And that's a Sonia one. Use them in the background, stamp all over. So like making pattern paper.
Yeah.
So they're so versatile.
Perfect. Okay, so that is a selection of artwork from that first set. And then if you want to go for, so the details on the screen, if I put the big collection on, these are all available individually. So these are, they've got different occasions to them. So we have the happy anniversary, which has got like the peonies on them. Then we have the happy birthday to you, which I think that looks very similar. It looks like
don't know. There's a daisy there. I'm not sure.
Daisy,
I don't know what they
poppy.
are. Don't know. It's nice.
No, it's a lovely flower. Then we have our festive one. So this is your Christmas one. Always
useful.
Yeah.
And they work for other occasions as well.
And you'll notice they've all got different shapes to them as well. So you've got your circle, your triangle,
and then
your square.
Which is thinking of you.
So that's so in a way you've got your 4 seasons. You've got like spring, summer, autumn, winter.
That's what I thought as well when I looked at them. But it's so handy. And having the sentiments separately, you can mix and match them.
Yeah. I'm sure, I'll be corrected if I'm wrong, I think these were all designed by Jazz. I think Jazz designed this collection.
They might have been like one of her first.
Yeah, I'm sure Julie will be able to confirm that for me. I should have thought about it before. Apologies for that. I love the white on white.
Isn't it just clean?
Yes. These are perfect little colour inners.
Yeah, totally. I've had a lovely time colouring them in. I've got quite addicted to my polychromo pencils now.
Beautiful pencils.
They are lovely. They are so lovely. That's Elaine Milner, yeah. But then taking that one as well, Deb McMullen. So Deb's used the bouquet as well to fill in the frame.
So that's where our blank mask material would come in to play. So you could mask off that.
Yep. Sorry, I'm not doing very well here. Anniversary one. So like anniversary, but using the thinking of you frame.
That's the and the sentiment in the middle is the poetry.
It is.
Stamps.
That's from the that's right, poetry set. Yeah. That's Linda Spencer. And Linda's done this one as well. With Barb's handwriting.
Yes,
sentiments.
the entwined sentiment stamp set. Yeah. Watch this space in relation to that.
Yes, I saw a bit of a chat on Facebook around that. I think this is Jane Telford, but done on designer.
That's nice. Isn't it? I like it side by side.
It's nice, isn't it? So it's like an alternative to the one I'm doing.
Yes.
In the second demo that was based on Tina's, but you can join the frames.
Of course.
So it gives you a wider box.
Yeah.
Of course, easy with the square one, a bit more tricky with the others.
Yeah.
But not impossible.
Yes, as I thought correctly, they were all designed by Jazz.
Sheila Metzeler, just an inky mop-up background.
That's nice.
They work in lots of different styles to
make
them look very traditional, and you can make them look really contemporary as well.
So you can go crisp and clean. And
another one from Deb McMullen using those 2 of the different border dies.
Yeah.
This is Tina with a couple of note cards.
Great for your mini makes, aren't they? These are lovely. What size are they? Let me, because I'm sure somebody may ask a question just to get a size of
the stamps.
Yeah. Let's go. Should we go inches? So it's about 3 inches.
About 3 inches.
By about 3 inches. I reckon they're all about the same sort of size, knowing Jazz. She likes to keep everything The same.
But yeah, that's gorgeous. Just stamps.
Don't they look different?
Yeah, well, Tina set this in the frame, so I'm guessing masked off part of the frame and then has drawn that in just to meet it up. So that, but I really liked that.
That's clever. Yeah. Our design team are a wonderful group of people.
The guys are brilliant. Jane Telford, so she's built a little scene in there with the colours. I love the monochrome.
That's
scene.
Really
it really
nice,
pushes the flowers forwards.
Yeah. The artwork is, and I said to Barb the other week, often when we're looking at artwork and we revisit some, we often forget what's in the cupboard, so to speak. And it's really nice to sort of refresh. So many of our friends at home will already have this collection when it was first released.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice. It's that, as you say, when you go back on your previous issues of your clubs, it gives that little prompt and you think, I like the look of it. Now I could do this with this and such stamp that's been released since then. So it really does show how versatile they are.
Yeah, really lovely. Love that.
Nice.
Love that. A couple more here. Basically, pretty much the same design.
It is the same, isn't it?
Just the different colours really mix it up. Gold embossed on black. I think that's that's Jane, and I'm guessing this one's Sarah Brennan. It is. So the white on craft embossed. So they're both heat embossed.
Yeah.
Touch of red for the bow.
That's
just
nice.
lovely.
It gives it that little accent.
Just lifts it, makes it pop. Yeah, really good. And lots of people make Christmas cards through the year now.
You do them, don't you?
I do. I'm doing one a week.
One a week.
My seasonal Saturday is my.
I like this. That's a good name for it. A seasonal Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. And it just means I've got a pile. I'm not in. Well, the theory is I'm not in such a mad rush in like November, December. That's the theory.
Barb's got a stash of Christmas cards, but they don't go anywhere. The thought is there.
And they say it's the thought that counts.
It is indeed.
Look at this wreath building. There's another one a bit like that as well. I think this is Jane. No, that's Julie Dunn, and that's Sheila.
Clever. See, that one's overlapping to create
They're
the
overlapped.
Star.
They're point to point. And she stamped the individual bow in between. But isn't that just so lovely for Christmas wreaths? Of course, we've been doing a lot of wreath building over the last year or two.
And frames and
frames and things. Else. So just being able to bring that in, and I bet lots of I was just thinking actually, the little builder wreath stamps would work with these if you wanted to fill in a bit more on those.
Absolutely.
Style like that.
Right, I think we should get to the demo.
I'm so sorry about this call.
It's always worse because you're talking a lot. Let me bring some details up on the screen. Because we talk a lot, and it's often the way, isn't it? Sort of, you've got a tickle, and that tickle will either stay there, but the more you talk, the more it tickles. So
I've got water, but I might need to send to Julie to get some more in a minute.
But it is. So this is the complete collection on your screen. So for club members, it is half price. Item number 11564. Right, okay.
Shall we go for it?
Let's go.
It's 1:30 already.
I know.
Okay. I'm going to do a demo then.
Yes. So this is the first one you're going to share with us.
It is. I've got them part made, so we should be able to skip through a few things.
Okay.
This will go on my blog later today as well. So I thought, how do you use it without the frame?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've just realised there's no
frame on that, but it is the flowers from the frame. So this is using the Happy Anniversary set.
Yeah.
Julie's just brought me some more water. Bless you. Thank you.
Julie.
I used the sentiment out of the Happy Birthday set, but I've also used one of the products of the month stamps. And actually, I was watching Barb while I was doing lots of my prep last night, and she was using it on the book. On the little book card, but this is from the product of the month. It's this one. You can see the one I've inked up. That's always a giveaway. You know those little like floral swings you get in fancy fashion shoots and weddings and things. Yeah, and I thought, oh, that would be really nice, and just kind of square it off.
Clever.
So that was the thinking behind this.
Right.
Dead easy to do.
Okay.
Shall we do
where do we start?
Okay. Well, we start with a stamp.
They've got all these stages, so and you say you put these on your blog as well, the step-by-steps as well. So we can start with a 3.5 by 3.5 piece of white card.
Yep.
half
Also
price.
in the sale.
Also in the sale.
And this is the happy anniversary set that I've got.
Yeah.
Because I like these flowers. I think they're lovely.
Peonies are really lovely to colour in, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, you know I like...
what are you after? Do you want a
I was
black
going to
mat?
have
A piece of copy paper?
A piece of copy paper underneath.
I will assist you with that.
Okay, thank you so much. Right.
Got
I always line it up on my card, and I find that the easiest way in using the mega mount, using the etching on the mount.
Yeah.
So then I can go back down and I'm not trying to work out where my stamp's going.
Okay.
One of my favourite Clarity products. You mock me every time I'm here.
I know, because I know you love it so much.
I'm going to...
And Deborah doesn't throw much of it away until it... Well, you'll throw these bits away because you're going to mix them up, aren't you? So... But Deborah is a true crafter. She keeps all the bits and pieces.
So just tape over. You don't have to tape the whole thing because I'm going to keep my ink pad down here. Just tape over those. I've got tiny little bits pointing out, but you won't notice them.
No.
Once it's done. Okay, black archival ink. The other thing to remember when you're doing this is to take the tape off before you stamp.
Yes, I've done that in the past and forgotten.
Makes for an interesting outline.
So this is the key part.
That's probably the most important thing to remember. Okay. Let's come down.
I think the way in which you use the mega mounts for your positioning, and Barb does the same, because it just makes it... I mean, if you've got a stamping platform, great. That really helps and makes a difference as well.
Yeah, it started for me when I started doing Create and Craft for Clarity, actually. And I was thinking about, I need to make sure I can get these down accurately on live. And then I thought, oh yeah, this works. I have used a stamping platform in the past. But there you go. So you've now got that image with no frame.
So all of a sudden you've now opened up the, you've opened up that stamp set. So you can have it with the frame, you can have it without the frame. You can extend the frame, which you're going to show us on the second demo. So all of a sudden, these stamp sets are so versatile.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got the little floral.
So that's from the product from the month.
The product of the month.
Yeah, which is the Shack Borders Strips and Panels A5 stamp set. Double points if you add that to your basket.
And this is the long, thin. Barb was using this last night. As well on
is that the 6x2?
Possibly,
I think.
Quite possibly. So I'm just lining my stamp up with it. I'm going to stamp this in library green archival.
Oh, so it's got like a natural vine look.
Yeah, well, if you look, so these are stamped in black because I'm colouring them in, but obviously the leaves are solid here.
Yes.
So, but I want them to be green. Otherwise, it would look odd if I'd got black leaves.
Of course.
So you stamp by stamping them in the green.
Makes them look real.
Yeah.
So if you want the library green, the item number for that is 50044. See, these demo downloads come in handy for me because it gives me all the product codes. Otherwise, I'd have a list. I think in the show page, Julie might be able to compare. I mean, it's like 68 items. So if I was to type, because I put them all individually in there. So if you're using the low tack tape, I put the set of 4 plus the individual so that our friends at home have choices depending on their budget. And I've got all the groovy in there, the products of the month. So my list would be so long, it'd take me 10 minutes just to go through it. So having these demo downloads is perfect because it gives me the product code instantly.
So I've literally lined it up both sides. I always stamp sideways. I find it easier than going up and down. So I've turned this round.
I suppose, yeah, because sometimes if you're going in a vertical direction, it can sometimes look a little bit wonk, but technical term that is.
Absolutely.
Wonk.
There you go. It looks a bit odd at this point because you've got the green and the black ink.
Yeah.
But here's one I did earlier because it's a good idea just to let the ink dry before you before you start colouring. So I did this one earlier, and I started colouring these in. Polychromos, love them.
So Deborah's using, during the course of this hour and the next hour at 2 o'clock, a selection of the spring, summer, autumn and winter polychromos, together with the essentials as well.
I do find I mix and match the sets all the time.
It's a really nice colour palette that Barb's put together and giving the different options. And by putting them in those sort of seasonal colourways, again, it's all about budget, isn't it?
But you can always then, across the whole range, you can, and it's one of those things, you know, you can invest in them over time.
Yeah.
But actually you can then always find lighter and darker shades that go together.
Yeah.
So look, just colouring in those little flowers
all
then,
of a
because
sudden
it's all in green.
It's made a complete difference to it, doesn't it?
So the next thing is to colour these in.
Okay.
And I did them in contrasting colours. So I popped a bit of the lilac-y in either side, so it didn't, just gave it a bit more flavour.
A bit more flavour. We like some flavour.
Love it.
You know, crafting.
And what I like to do is, I think I said this last time, I put an undercoat down with the lighter colour. So I've got 2 shades of pink here. This is looking a bit rubbish. My colouring is not on
Sometimes
point
it's not over until it's over, though, is it?
It's true.
It's building up. It's the same when Barb's using the gel plate. It's that technique.
Let me pop those down. That's my lighter layer. So that's coral I used. And then I've gone with the rose carmine, which is out. So coral is out of winter. And rose carmine is, I think, out of summer. Yes. So now what I'm just going to do, actually, what I should have said is you don't need to shade this whole bottom one because I'm going to decoupage them just for a bit of layering.
Okay.
But
a little bit of fussy cutting.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And then just shade in around the bottom of the panel. Just where the shadow's going to drop, go in with your darker pink. Just differentiates the petals as well. So I would do this for the top one, obviously.
And I think, as we said earlier, the size of these designs, they really are colour inners, aren't they, sort of thing. So you could just stamp out a series of them and spend an evening just colouring in.
And they're quite good for starting if you're not so confident with colouring because they're small and contained.
Yeah.
But I find this an easy technique to use. And then I just go back over the top gently again with my lighter one. It blends because they're like blending pencils. So it blends them together. I mean, you can go over with a nib or dorso oil. But actually for very small areas, I find this works. It just deepens that background and blends them in. But you've got the shading, tones, just slightly tonal. And then the same with the side ones. Oh, what I did first on these actually, there are leaves over these flowers.
Okay.
Which obviously you don't want to hit. So what I did was actually colour those leaves first. Then when I'm coming in with my lilac-y colours, I can see exactly where I want to avoid.
No confusion. Is it part of the flower? Or, yeah.
Having coloured them purple on my very first sample I did with this. I had a purple leaf. I was like, that doesn't look quite right. What's wrong with that one then? Oh, it's a leaf.
I bet you said, leaf it out.
Oh, hilarious. Oh.
I know.
Everyone's a comic.
Absolutely.
But then just shading these in then pulls it in with those little
doesn't
leaves,
it? It looks, from here, it looks as if it's been sort of
all the same colour, yeah.
And that is that lovely dark green, which is, that's the pine green from the winter collection.
It is. So I've used the pine green and the earth green, both in the winter. And then let's just shade these in, just to show you. Actually, my pencils are, I got very enthusiastic and sharpened all my pencils this morning. They're a bit pointy for doing this. They're better if they're just like a bit of a chisel end. So that's the light ultramarine, and then adding the shade in that, which I think is spring.
It is.
And then the shade in that with the violet, which is winter.
Goodness, though, have you memorised these? I have to look at the packets to see where they're
Well,
from.
I had to write them all down for my producer notes, and I tend to write them on the blog as well. So you kind of start to learn.
I mean,
I need to get out more?
No. What I'm doing, so let me just explain. I've got all the colour packs here, and what I'm doing is, as Debs is using them, I'm looking at what she's holding in her hand, and then looking in the pack, and then is that one? No,
that one, yeah,
that
and
one
that
there,
one.
yeah. So I'm looking at the colour of the pencil you're holding, and then finding it in the 4 different packs, so I know which collection it's from.
So, how are we doing for time?
We're fine.
Hopefully, people are tucked in the warm. The weather's still not that brilliant.
No, I mean, it's quite bright down here today in the south.
It was
it's
raining a bit
cold.
as I drove through into Edenbridge.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was nice coming in the light.
Interesting that, I mean, obviously we all watch the weather, don't we, see what's happening, although is there any point, because it's either going to be wet or it's not at the moment.
Well, at the moment it's going to be wet.
And I think it was yesterday, the temperature in this area was 7 degrees, and then by Saturday it's going to be 14.
Yeah.
So it's going to double.
I know,
within
it's
a day.
crazy, isn't it? It's just been so wet for so long.
Oh, I know. Poor people that have got flooding and.
Was it Aberdeen hadn't had any sunshine for 21
days, and then they had 1 day of sunlight, and then it snowed.
Then it snowed. Apologies, sorry, I'm sliding down the desk.
I know it's terrible, is it? But I suppose it's this time of year where we go through all the different weather seasons, so to speak.
Exactly.
But it's also potholes as well with all this.
The
wetness.
wet just gets in all the cracks, doesn't it? And those poor people is it Godstone in Surrey where that sinkhole opened
Oh yeah,
up?
they said I wouldn't say celebrate's the right word, but it was the 1 year anniversary.
My days.
Yeah, I mean the potholes just appear out there. There was something on the news I think it was a road in Cranbrook, and this woman drove past and there was 4 cars on the side, all being hit, or they'd hit the pothole. And they were then waiting for recovery or repairing their tyres.
Oh my days.
I had to have a tyre replaced the other week.
Did you? It's not cheap, is it?
No. Luckily there's a tyre place just along from here. They give discounts to local businesses. I mean, poor Sharon, when she had her previous car, she had a Mercedes, which was low to the ground.
Low ground,
she was constantly in the first name terms.
That's when you get worried, isn't it?
So this collection that we've got on the screen, which is item number 11564, you've got your A5 stamper mask set together with your 4 A6 stamp sets. They are all available individually. If you're a club member, they will all be available at half price as well.
So you can stop there if you want.
Yeah.
It's perfectly. I'm so sorry.
It's got that nice balance. I like the idea of changing the frame to these garlands. So at the time when these were first released, this stamp set didn't exist. So now what it's doing, it's opening up new ideas.
Okay, so what I also did was cut some additional ones out. And the easiest way, so I've done these on the super smooth paper.
That's really good, isn't it?
Great for fussy cutting, so much easier than card.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that kind of squashed edge.
You get you can get a burring, can't you, when you're cutting?
You can, as it pushes the fibres on the card. And you can be really accurate. So I've just about managed to cut these absolutely on the black line. I'll always colour first, stamp, then colour, then cut out.
Right, okay.
Because if you try and colour once they're cut out, I mean, you've got nowhere to hold.
Where you can't. No, it's very good, yeah.
Also, if you go over the edge, it doesn't matter.
That's an even better idea. And the super smooth pure white paper is 120 GSM. You get 100 sheets, and the item number for that is 31904. That's in the show page as well, and that should be, I would say, most definitely is in the half price club member sale as well. So 100 sheets, and you've just cut out a few of those little flowers.
Yeah, yeah. I off-cut a bit.
Yeah, I bet it was a bit of
cut 'em out.
scrap, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But it's easy enough. You just stamp this. I stamped it twice.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 of the bigger flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I've cut these 2 out once.
Yeah.
I'll talk about the leaves. And then this is the little extra one out of the set. There is this one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Which is actually slightly smaller than that, but it's quite good for adding dimension.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought about that. Yeah.
These little purple ones I did. I don't know if you can see, but I left the leaves in because the leaves come over the flower.
Yes.
My first thought was,
cut them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't really lose part of your flower.
Yeah.
So I coloured them and then I cut round them so they still sit on the flower.
On there so that it doesn't look odd. Yeah, because you'd have that gap, wouldn't you, with the leaf from behind.
Or you could fussy cut the leaf and put it on top, and I decided life was too short.
Round it.
So foam pads work for this. You all know I've got drawers of off-cut bits of card. So I just stick a bit of scrap card on the back.
It's nice because sometimes, I mean, with the foam pads, sometimes they can be too high. They're
deep,
or you haven't got them small enough, and you can sort of chop them up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I quite like this because it's a very subtle raise. Yeah. Isn't it?
Which is better for posting as well.
Yeah.
Right, which one's that? Oh, that's this one. And then just, you can stop your hands shaking. This is always where I get a tremor.
It's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah.
And being
just
in
pop
front
it over there.
Our friends.
See? Just lifts it up a bit. Bit of dimension of volume.
And did you give them a little bit of shape?
I did, just with a bone folder.
Yeah.
Again, so much easier with the paper. And then this one, look, I didn't bother to colour in the centre of that one because that's...
Oh, because you're going to cover it up.
I'm going to cover it up. Look, so organised. I thought, when I was counting them last night, I thought, I'll never remember which goes where. So
that's a good idea, though.
I did too, having stuck the card on the back. So I cut this centre one out twice just to build it up.
Yeah.
And then I cut the smaller individual one once.
So it's a little bit more prominent for that centre flower.
Yeah, just offsets slightly.
Yeah.
Go on, stick on.
With the perga glue, it's nice because you've
really
got that
little
bit
great.
of...
I love that fine, but you've got a really fine nozzle on it.
Yes.
So it's good, just you only need a dot on here.
It gives you that sort of maneuverability, doesn't it?
It does, but then give it a minute and it's gripped. Go on, get on. Hopefully you can see this. And if you're not smack on square, I always have trouble with decoupage. It doesn't actually matter because it just looks like you've got additional petals.
Petals behind it, yeah.
If you're slightly offset. And then this tiniest one on the top. You see, it's just slightly smaller.
One of the first crafts I started back in the day. Was
decoupage,
decoupage. I used to love. I'd sit there for hours, just cutting out, put them into little bags, and then assembling them later.
Did you not have a TV?
Yeah, I was doing it while I was listening to the TV. But it was one of those things. It was that mindful process. You're cutting out, and if you craft it and you've got the TV on, I can't imagine anyone can craft. Maybe knitting would be one of those crafts that you can knit and watch TV if you're that way inclined. But I tend to listen to TV more than watch.
Okay, yeah, I must admit I'm quite often,
So
that basically is it.
Yeah.
I just added the sentiment from the Happy Birthday set. Thank you. It's a good job you're here. Paul can see where I've put everything all over the counter.
I've been well trained, you see, because often when we used to go out to TV and Barb was on air, I'd stand there and watch what she was doing, where she was putting stuff, because the amount of pressure you're on when you're on TV, whether it be our TV, any TV.
Well, here's not so pressured if we run till we finish.
And so I always used to watch as Barb was laying out all her demos and stuff like that, because I know, because you're trying to talk, you're trying to demonstrate, and explain about the product and the process, and then you go to grab something, you think, oh, where is it? It's not there because you've used it or you put it down. So I have an eye, like a bird's eye view of where stuff is, so I can often pinpoint it.
And then I just popped the sentiment from the Happy Birthday set in it. But like the I Am Essential sentiments would fit in these as well, if you have those.
Or the Art Deco
Art Deco would fit in beautifully as well.
So many wonderful sentiments we have on the website.
Oh, it's lovely. I love them.
And it's nice that you've done that in the green as well.
Sorry, yes. Yeah, it just pulls the green across.
I think if it was black, it may look a little bit harsh.
Yeah, yeah. And then all I did was, it's my favourite.
The lattice doodle panel dies. They're on the show page.
Yeah, and that is Rainbow River companion paper.
Wonderful. And the Rainbow River will be half price in the club members now.
Yeah, and then so that sits beautifully within that
3.5 by 3.5 sits inside that really nicely, doesn't it?
There you go.
So that's it. I like number one.
I like that layering up. It just puts that bit of dimension on the flowers.
It does, doesn't it? Because when Deborah sends the pictures through of what she's going with her list of ingredients and stuff, and they're a wonderful piece of artwork, but not until you're in the studio that you then realise, oh, it's actually decoupaged up. And so that image is on your digital download. So if you like what Deborah's done there, you can download that. Don't forget, if you put Deborah made me do it on your comments on your order up until midnight this evening, one of the cards you're going to make this afternoon will be sent to the person who has placed that order as well. So super.
What will happen now is that nobody puts that on because nobody wants it.
See, I always get the blame people. Oh, maybe. I mean, I tell them to put it on there. It keeps the pickers and packers happy when they see these little comments. I'm sure they chuckle to themselves. Probably not. Anyway, I'll do some graphics for you so Debs can have a tidy up. So this is the Floral Delights All Occasions A5 and A6 Stamper Mask Collection. Item number 11564, £68.45. Half price, £34.23. Now, Debs is going to be using this next set as well in the demo for the second demo of this hour. Item number 11559. It's part of that big bundle, but maybe you just want to keep it simple and just go for your bouquets and vases A5 Stamper Mask set. £22.49, £11.25 until midnight this evening. Now I'm going to give you a sneaky, well, not a sneaky peek. This is what Deborah is going to be using this afternoon. She's going to be getting into the Easter mode. So this is our Chicks and Eggs A5 Stamper Mask set, 10027, £22.49. And that is £11.25.
I love that set. Those chicks are adorable.
They're wonderful, aren't they? I love the filigree egg and the leafy one as well. It reminds it. I can imagine that in sort of like ironwork.
Oh yeah.
With being able to see through it. Yeah, leafy one.
Yeah.
And then we have this one of my all-time favourites.
Yes.
The Garden Birds and Cherry Blossom A5 Stamp and Mask set. Item number 10953. And another of my when this was made small, I fell in love with this. This is the Feathered Friends Miniature A5 Stamper Mask set. Item number 11111. I have to count out how many ones. I know it's 5 numbers. £22.49, £11.25 for club members. And most of those are also available in Groovy as well, which I've included in the show page. So the Easter ones are in Groovy.
And the other thing is there are larger versions of the Feathered Friends, aren't there? The individual ones that are in the clearance.
They'll be in the half price sale.
They're in the half price sale.
Yeah. So they'll all be in that half price sale.
Cool.
Okay, so demo number 2.
Let's so there's Tina's original.
Okay.
Which I loved. I had a rummage through the demo box when I was here last month and I got these stamps. And I thought, okay, I'm going to replicate that. Let's just switch it up a bit. I basically switched the colourway, added a sentiment, slightly narrower frame. It's just details, isn't it?
Yeah, but just different colour options.
You can just make it look much more individual and personalised. So let's talk through. This is on a half fern 8x8.
Oh, chopped in
card.
half. Yeah.
Chopped in half,
So
which makes a
8x4.
slimline DL card, I
Yeah.
think is the official UK size of them. Lots of people call them slimline cards, but they're really nice. These
I like that
tall
idea.
cards. Yeah, so I thought that was cracking, but I just loved this design. Right, let me pop that out of the way so I don't make a mess of it. Right, the first thing is to I'm going to start with the frames, and again, masking off frames. I learnt a lesson doing this.
Yes.
I learnt a lesson, which is
Was
very
it a
valuable.
good lesson?
Yeah, I think so. my lines on this one are a bit shonky.
Right.
I believe that's the technical term.
I've never heard of shonky.
So you can see they're a bit fat.
Right. I wouldn't have noticed that unless you pointed it out.
When I came to line them up, because these are drawn in with a micron pen.
Yeah.
When I came to line them up, I was fractionally off top and bottom.
Ah, right. Okay.
Because I'd masked the stamp at the top of the frame.
Oh, so you had to be guided by those uprights.
So I had to go where the lines were, and this one was slightly inside of that one.
Right.
So it had to get a bit fatter.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So I
top tip.
Thought about it and thought, well, I'm not going to do that again. So the trick, right, let me just line this up here on my mount. Hang on, that's not straight. The trick is to mask it off as I did with the previous one.
Yeah.
Just above the foliage.
The foliage, okay.
Well, not really flowers on here, are they? They're
No.
like seeds and pine cone and stuff. Okay, let's centre you more or less.
And this is from the Thinking of You stamp set.
Yeah.
If you want to go for it individually, item number 11564.
See, because my thinking was, that's great. I'll have these lines and then I can just join them up.
Yeah, I would have thought the
Bingo, job's
same.
a good one. It was not to be. So what I did was mask them off, but just leave a little bit pointing above. See, we're always learning, aren't we? And then really same process as my first card.
You've got your foliage covered with a bit of...
Oh, you're right, I have.
Tape.
Thank you. That would have been interesting.
The versatility of this stamp set that Jazz has created, when you think that you can remove the frame, so to speak, you can extend the frame, you can use them as, see, I think these are nice as like tops and tags, and tails, not tags, tops and tails. And you could just have a little sentiment in there.
Well, there's that lovely one Jane did on designer paper, but with it sideways.
Yes, that's the one I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. Not the best stamping, but it'll do for demonstration purposes. So then literally just turn it round, and I'm going to do exactly the same at the bottom or at the top, whichever's which.
So your low tack masking tape, if you want one roll, the item number is 31211. Currently half price in the club member sale. See, for me, I mean, that is a benefit of being in the clubs. One of the benefits where you get a twice yearly half price sale. I've never known another company to do something like that at half price.
No.
But also getting that envelope through the door every month. And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because nobody knows what's coming. And it really is sort of like you're opening a present every month.
Yeah, definitely. Now then, I want to stamp my vase in here. Okay, so I've got my two top and bottom. Yeah, okay. I want to stamp my vase in here.
Yeah.
But I want it to sit behind the
foliage.
The foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these sets don't come with masks, so I made my own.
So you've used our blank mask material. You've gone for the A6, but it's also available in A5. That was one of my favourites from yesterday's 10 at 10.
What, the blank mask
The
material?
blank mask material.
Oh, so useful. I mean, it's fantastic. The laser cut masks that we get are just brilliant. But it's so good to have this, that when you need little ones, you can.
I said it yesterday. Back in the day, it was like Post-it notes, but only part of it was sticky.
I remember doing a retreat with Bob where we did sheep, and we had to cut Post-it notes for individual little sheep. We were cutting them 3 Post-it notes at a time, but having to make sure you were only on the sticky edge. And what palaver!
And they only had a certain amount of usage.
Twice if you were lucky.
Yeah. And I think the reason the masks came about originally, I don't know if he was on that same retreat, it was down at Cowden, and we were cutting a skyline out of paper. And like you had to cut out the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that to create this skyline, so you could put, just like how the mask works now. And the amount of people that so Julie just said it was the Paris skyline, and we had to do it out of paper to get that effect, and it didn't go down well. And then I think Dave had this material in the building, because Dave, you know what Dave's like, he think, oh, we'll find a use for that. And then that's where the mask material, I think it was on a different material back then. I think it had like you know, like what sticky back plastic comes on.
Oh yeah.
It had like graph work on it.
Oh yes, I remember.
Do you remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we knew that worked on the machines, then it just went from there.
So I literally just cut little masks for those 3 little bits, because that's where my vase is going to sit.
Yeah.
And you could use any of the vase shapes. If I'd been thinking, I'd have swapped it around a bit, but I haven't. So this is what it is. I managed to ink me mount as well. Okay, let's just pop that in there, roughly centrally, hopefully upright.
It'd work upside down as well.
Bingo.
Wouldn't it, that vase?
Yeah, it would actually. They're so versatile.
Yeah,
when you look at them.
A different shape to it, wouldn't it?
There we go. And then, so let me I use these all the time, little bobble-headed pins. I find them really helpful for like little bits of mask and things like that. Getting stuff off.
So we like double-sided adhesive sheets or something like that. Yeah. Try and get the back off of that.
Yeah. Come on. There we go. So now my vase is sat behind. You've got the foliage in front.
Yeah.
So the next thing then is to mask my vase.
Okay.
Which is where the mask set comes in. Very handy. And
you get 3 of each of the different
vase
shapes.
Which is useful.
Do sort of like a nice arrangement, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to, it's a new mask, so I'm just going to detack it on the back of my hand.
Don't need Deb's hand to do that. You can do it on your own hand. Yeah, you can do it on your jeans or
other people's hands are available. Sorry.
Mine are no good, they're too hairy.
I'm going to do it this way because I want to make sure that I'm actually level with the top, because that's where I'm going in with my bouquet.
Okay.
A bunch of flowers.
Your Mrs. Bucket.
Yeah.
Hyacinth.
Thank you.
I used to love that programme.
Yeah.
The bouquet residence. Sorry, I'm not meant to be making you laugh.
Don't make me laugh. Right. So this is where the fact that the bouquets match the frames comes in so handy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put a different bouquet in there, but I went with the one that matches it. Just line that up on there.
I think it ties it all in, doesn't it?
It does. It's lovely.
Yeah.
This is a slightly different shape mega mount.
I think that's the 6x4, I think.
No, it looks like 3.5.
Okay.
Something by 3.5.
I'll measure it afterwards.
Right. Again, because I'm doing this on a vertical, I'm stamping sideways.
Yeah.
It just works for me. But I love a bit of masking.
It can really change the look of a piece of artwork, can't it? And as far as I'm aware, we're the only company that, if our stamp requires it, we have a precision cut mask to go with it, to do just like Deborah's doing here.
The only thing to make sure is that your stems go down over your mask.
Yes.
Not a lot of point doing all of that and then finding your stems are slightly over to one side. That might require a big butterfly or something. And I always make sure that I press really hard to get where the edge of the mask is here.
Yeah.
Because they're really thin
super
masks.
thin, aren't they? Yeah.
But of course there is a wee bit of a lip.
Yeah. I suppose it also depends on the stamp you're stamping as well, isn't it?
Okay, let's take you off. Oh, look, it's not even stamped out. Anyway, that's the process.
That's because I was talking. Apologies. There we go.
Nothing to see here. That's the process. Okay. Good.
You were too worried about your stems.
I was.
You was too worried.
I hadn't inked it up enough, and I didn't check it. Bob says one for test, one for best.
That's all right.
Should listen to the boss.
It happens to everybody.
So that's what it should look like when you've done it. Okay. So it's then a case of shading in. I went with blues and yellows, kind of thinking a bit more spring-like, even though these look more autumny images.
Yeah.
Right, so joining up. That's what I haven't got. Do you have a ruler?
I have a ruler.
Please,
I've just got this one here.
Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Right, I've got my micron pen. You can see I've already joined this, this line as a practice last night, and it was actually much better than this one. Can you see?
But at least you know where it didn't work.
Exactly.
And how to correct it.
So it's not a case of going, that's rubbish, chuck it in the bin.
No,
it's a case of, okay, it's not quite as I expected it to turn out, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Nobody would know.
No.
Unless I'd said, you know.
Exactly.
And then next time, I didn't do that again.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is, and having the bits, you just pick up where your look, you can see I've got a line
a little bit there
and a little bit here.
There. Just like joining the line up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But I understand what you were saying because you used the full extension on the side of that stamp.
Yeah, I thought it was being really clever.
I would have done the same because I would have thought, oh, it's less.
And then discovered they were offset.
Yeah.
And at that point, it gets really, it got really tricky. But look, you can just join straight up there.
Yeah.
And doesn't that make the most fantastic frame?
I know. And it's as if it was meant to. You know what? Our blank mask material. You know what? Possibly, you could cut a piece of blank mask material like a rectangle. You could mask that central panel over, and then you could put some colour around the outside, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, that's a thought.
To. So it gives that, because me looking at that, when I look at that, to me that's like a wall hanging.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I see like a wonderful wall hanging, as that, because of that panel that you've created. Like a tapestry panel.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, I hadn't looked at it like that. I don't know what I'd looked at it like, but yeah. Or you could just stencil brushes, just brush in from the side.
Or just use low tack tape to mask off.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Or not even.
No.
If you just come in gently from the side with a brush. I haven't got the right ink with me, otherwise I'd have to go.
No, it's just I was just sitting here admiring what you've done, and from here, for me looking at it, it didn't stand out so much on the finished card, but I think because it's just on a white piece of card, to me it's like, because you've got that top and tail, it's like I can imagine this in sort of like a Hever Castle, a stately home hanging on the wall. Yeah, and it's true. Yes, so if you did that, then you could put your colour here. Well, you could leave it like that actually. That's nice, the white. That's rather nice, isn't it? White on white. I popped a Mount of Antarctica paper on it to pull the blue through a bit more. But yeah, if you wanted to shade in here, and then you've got the border from your white card. So this is half a 8x8, just cut down with my guillotine. Because I never used to use 8x8, so I kind of don't do cards that are that big. But I do like the tall, the DL cards. I do. And when I saw Barb was doing that and chopping them in half, I thought, what a great idea. You just need to make sure when you're cutting it that you cut through the fold. If you cut it the other way, you've only got one card and 2 bits of paper. And not necessarily a problem, because that can be your topper,
So
Yeah.
that wouldn't be the end of the world. But,
No.
you know, if you want to maximise that actually having the cards,
Yeah.
and then they sit in a standard DL size
And
envelope.
also with this, I mean, you've got your fold at the top there.
Yeah.
Obviously, the folds at the side as well. So if you wanted to do
You can
something
do
like
it.
Jane
Yes.
has done there,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
have that narrower with the fold to
At
this
the side.
couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Wonderful.
So that's it. It was just a frame. I finished colouring it. Popped a
Polychromos again.
Tonic polychromos. I think I use them nearly every day at the moment. I have to stop. I have to start doing other techniques.
They are.
It's getting really bad.
I think when you find something that works so well, you don't really want to sort of move.
Do you know what I
away
like
from
about
something.
them? This might be the orthopaedic nurse in me as well. They're such a nice size. They're slightly fatter than the Perga colours.
Yeah.
And so they're ergonomically, they're really comfortable to hold, to colour.
Yeah.
And certainly if you've not got quite such good dexterity, I think they're a great grip, better grip, much better grip.
Yeah.
The Perga colours are great. Don't get me wrong,
exactly.
they're fantastic. But I just really like the size
Barb
and weight of those.
worked in development with
She
Deborah
did.
Paul back in the day under one of her many
one of her many careers. Yeah.
She did a lot of product development with Faber-Castell back in the day when she lived in Germany. So, and that's why she's always said they're the Rolls Royce of pencils. So
they're brilliant. Well, I'm sold on them.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just have a quick recap of the products.
Oh, sorry. The sentiment I popped on is from the I Am Essentials.
Oh, yeah.
Sentiment set.
A5 stamp set. I'll bring those details up on the screen.
But these, you know, these would work really well with any of the different stamps to make Mother's Day.
The
rub-ons would work as well. Yes, they would.
The rub-ons.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cool.
So if you want to go for the complete collection, item number 11564, as a club member, you'll be saving 50%, bringing that down to £34.23. If you want to go just for the bouquets and vases, A5 stamp and mask set, item number 11559. This afternoon, we'll be getting all eggy with the chicks and
feathery.
Eggs. Feathery.
It's effing Friday. It's effing Friday.
Okay, we'll talk
Floral
about
delights this morning and feathers this afternoon.
Okay.
So I'm putting the F in Friday.
F in Friday. Oh,
I'm here all week.
It's glad it's over today, then, isn't it? Garden birds, item number 10953. Then we've got our miniature feathered friends, item number 11111. Those sentiments, if you're interested in those, the I'm Essential birthday sentiments, item number 12179. And then if you want to get in the groove, we've got the Floral Delights, item number 41966. The vases and bouquets, item number 41941. Then we have the Easter A5 square groovy plate duo. You've got the Happy Easter banners and also those same eggs and chicks in groovy. And if you want the garden birds, we also have those as a set of 3 A6 square groovy baby plates, item number 40284. So don't forget, if you are watching the show or you've watched the show up until midnight this evening, if you put Deborah Made Me Do It in there, Deb's going to leave a card with us from this afternoon show, and we'll randomly pick one person that's playing Deborah, and that will be winging their way with their order. The half price club member sale, say if you're just tuning in for today, expires at midnight tonight, which is Friday the 20th of February. So thank you as always for your company. Thank you, Julie, for helping out. And we'll be back at 2 o'clock, and Grace will be joining us all the way from New York.
Lovely.
So
apologies for all the coughing. I'm going on voice rest for the next couple of hours. That'll be a first.
So we will see you this afternoon. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.